that should be the last thing he cares about. And guys, the concept of an easily offended comedian is insane to me. And so this is what I think the psychology behind that is, because a lot of these people have no idea how successful I currently am, and I'm happy about that. I like that. I like that Owen Benjamin just kind of slipped out, where it's like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he really disappeared. That guy he went crazy. He's in the woods. I like that narrative. Good, stay away from me. I don't like envious people. But if they knew how well I was doing and how well we're all doing here with the Bears and everything we're up to and how big this audience is and everything, I don't think it would compute. But what I'd like to just say is a comedian who's scared of words is like a hooker who's scared of dicks. It's like you have no value. And then what I do is I start asking questions to these people because I'm curious, and then I always forget that it doesn't matter. I'm like, so if I was doing a joke that you find offensive and a bunch of black people were laughing, would you tell the black people they were racist? It's like, dude, you're so weird. You're just so weird, bro. I'm like, no, but like, let's say one of my jokes that you as a white person finds offensive. Let's say, and you're going like this, and you're just can't even. Like, you're going to therapy every day, it's not even helping. But what if like 3 black guys are standing next to you and they're laughing? Like, at that point, do you reprimand the blacks and say, you dirty blacks, don't laugh at that racist? Even though they're black and you're white, like at what point do you realize how crazy that is? And they're like, dude, and they don't even respond. This is when I'm realizing that it's off the rails. And this is a smart dude, funny dude, successful dude. I'm like, at what point, if I was half black, and I like, what about a quarter? Like, what amount of my genetic blood would give me the right to make fun of bike theft? They're all just too far gone to be. Way farther gone than I thought, guys. Way farther gone. Paranoid, aggressive, can't potentially hear a word. Because these are comedians. It's like your whole job is to offend in a funny way, to get people past the Rubicon, to get people past the river Styx, to get people to face their social and personal fears and then laugh at it. It's like leftist fitness, guys. It's like if you have a trainer that doesn't want you to sweat or doesn't want you to feel the pain of weight loss, he's not a trainer. He's a lot.
Heyoka, hey!
And these comedians that are like, I can't hear you. And bear in mind, like 10 minutes before, this guy was like, oh yeah, he's not one of them, so maybe that's why they're going after him. He's talking about a certain tribe. Dewey isn't in a certain tribe that no one speaks of. I get it. It's ridiculous. So Jerry Seinfeld can date a 15-year-old at the height of Seinfeld, but Kristopia, it's not fair, obviously. And so this guy was like, oh yeah, he's not one of them, so that's probably why they're going after him. And then, guys, 20 minutes later, he was like, bro, if you make fun of Jews, I can't even hear it. And then I figured out what it was. It's because if your income is under the dragon's wing, you defend that dragon no matter what, and there's absolutely no logic to it. And I get it. And it usually comes from a tremendous amount of fear. And so let's say your livelihood comes from the beast. Mine doesn't in this way that theirs does at all. Like, these people survive on, commercials and residual checks and all this stuff. And so if that's your life, it doesn't matter the logic, right or wrong, anything. They'll defend their pimp no matter what. And even when I'm like, dude, I know you. It's not the practical, so don't guess. Don't guess. You'll never guess. Guys, I promise you, you'll never guess what I'm talking about. So, and don't even try, because that'll plant in people's heads and they'll be like, oh, we're talking about you, but no, I'm not. I promise, I swear on my life, I'm not. You'll never guess. Just take the gravy and don't be catty bitches, okay? The only reason I even talked about the Lee is because it's a public article. And I have an interesting angle on it. I'm not just going to throw stones at the guy. Maybe why you made us like that? Come on now. Want to bend? If you need gossip and slander, if you need private gossip to feel satiated, go to Daily Wire. Watch out for telling your name. Or else I'm not going to share this shit. Like, I'm sharing you profound insights into the world that most people can't. If anybody starts guessing God, ban them. Hang on, I'm going to give a warning. Hey God, anybody who tries to guess any names, ban them. I don't give a shit who it is. All right, because that ruins the whole thing, guys. That takes you from being an insightful guy telling something interesting to being a catty, shit-talking little gamma, okay? And if that's what you want here, if you want me to talk about my private discussions with people, it doesn't matter. It's all of them. That's the point. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Gossip is not the behavior of kings. Exactly. And so I've asked you, nobody in the chat guesses names of anybody in my past to try and get people's consciousness to associate what I'm saying with a human being. That's literally ridiculous. Thank you. Having UBB doesn't matter who it was. People. Right.